Hold up. Shorty said, you see a bonnet. I see a helmet of salvation. What?
Simone, don't get it twisted. In fact, yo, what players would I be? Complexion is Hershey. Chocolate lady, shh, let's keep it low key. Talk with maybe too much G. Get the pimpin' from my daddy, game beat from my mama. Don't affiliate with those who O's don't have commas. Pillar 8 for those who chose to have drama. Got a meal to make, so I can load and blow on her. Lil' mama is ahead of the game. I want the Xbox stashed.
What it do, family? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back with another video. Shout out to my family S&T squad. Y'all the best squad. That's why I love y'all the long way. I appreciate you guys for coming back, and I just appreciate you guys for all of the support in general. Look, if it's your first time here, I need for you to stop right now and smash that subscribe button. You smash it! I'm on the road to 50K, man, and I need you to smash that subscribe button. No cap. Help me. You understand what I'm saying? Look, man, we're about to get into this Derrick Jaxn and wife video. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is the first time where I'm absolutely flabbergasted. You know what I'm saying? As each video drop, I am more and more appalled. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. So we about to get into all of this stuff, man. We about to get into him. We're about to get into his wife. And we're about to get into some more of these new allegations. Not the ones he was talking about him and his wife and dealt with already. We talking about some of this new. So without further ado, we about to slide into this video. Let's go. Okay, I'm pretty sure by now you are very familiar with who Derrick Jaxn is, okay? For those who are not, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis to who he's supposed to be or who he portrayed himself to be. He was like a relationship expert. Okay, he started the whole black men don't cheat. I mean, he was somebody who really used to crack down on men who made mistakes in the areas of like infidelity, hitting their wives, yada, yada, yada. So he was somebody who really spoke highly of men, you know what I'm saying, and relationships in general, okay? But here's the kicker, you know, while he was preaching, he was creeping. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my boy was out here slinging butts and nuts to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm still appalled by it because even I was believing some of the things that this man was saying. Like, no cap. And it trips me out because even though the videos that are circulating now, him and his wife is pretty much saying that these are issues that they have already dealt with.
Guys, Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Dania. And we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with. But without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out. Definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took. And definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now. Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God. Then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time or any length of time to any extent and think that I can't be held accountable. You know, the same way that I preach, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma, whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bed and have had to lie in it. And now we're finally getting on to the other side personally in our own healing, in our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys. So we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Yes, so I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is no justification for bringing other women into our marriage on any level. And it was unacceptable. And it's not something that I tolerate or that we tolerate moving forward. And when I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, I need to leave or why haven't I left? And the answer is, when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone and stood firm on, I am not coming back. And I did not come back until I seen a shift and a change in his mentality and how he carried himself and how he presented himself and conversations that we were able to have that we had never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other. And when we were able to have these dialogues, said, okay, Lord, this is something that you've had your hand on. And this was with me being completely removed from his life. And him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to eliminate these things that led up to the catastrophe that you guys are seeing for the first time. So there's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and wise counsel from men of God. And that is what I needed for the continuation of me being present in this marriage and to stand by his side.
Now, it's really not up to us if we believe it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Shawty. I think Shawty just found out when we did. I'm not going to lie, but they got a marriage, they got a brand, and I know he's going to do what he has to do to protect that brand. Now, see, the thing that trips me out is because even though he has committed all of these wrongs, you know what I'm saying, and his wife didn't do anything but show up to the video. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how so many women are attacking her while this nigga done gained 200,000 more people. You know what I'm saying? And it says to me how screwed up this world really is. Like, no cap. Now, I'm going to be the first to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this wife has to be brainwashed. Like, seriously, somebody need to go check on her. Like, that serious, because, like, every time she upload a video, it makes it very clear on why he chose her to be his sucker. Seriously. You know what I mean? And that's how it works sometimes. You know what I mean? Men, a lot of women are online right now talking about, well, if you look at her, you know what I'm saying? I can understand why he cheated. No, you got it wrong. Okay? When you look at her, he chose her because he knew what he was going to be able to get away with. There's a big fucking difference. You know what I'm saying? Men like Derrick, they like to prey on the weak. They like to prey on women of her caliber. Now, I won't say that God does not have any influence in a lot of the decisions on why women stay. But we're not going to use him in this particular situation because, to me, I feel like they are just using his name in vain for their own personal gain. That's just my personal opinion. Don't kill me, you know what I'm saying? But it's just how I feel. Don't throw God in the equation just because now it fits you guys, you know what I'm saying, dynamic or what you're trying to bring to me to, you know what I'm saying, pretty much save your image. You know what I mean? Like, for real, for real. Because let's be real. Even the people who have the most God in them, still would take a situation like this and probably go upside his head and pray about it later. That's just me though. Okay, these are my opinions. Don't be coming at me, you know what I'm saying? But I was really bugged by it because the more I heard her talk, the more it really became clear on why she was so bamboozled. Now, men like him choose women like her, and I'm not saying that this woman is not a beautiful woman or anything. She just does not, you know what I'm saying? She's somebody who's probably not always on the internet. She don't really care about clothes and material possessions. So when a man chooses a woman like that, he can easily pull the wool over their eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's so easily done for women like her. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? Because now, you know, from the actions that he made, you know, she got to carry that shame, which is sad as hell.
Or something like that. I don't really plan on like posting it, but
Cat!
whatever. I should have settled all this. What's going on, guys? Matter of fact, let me see, does it turn if I do this? I don't think it's turning the right way, so we're gonna leave it vertical, so nobody is trying to see this and then not be right. I'm gonna go up there and get her in a second. That's like I might go up there and deal with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi.
What's up, Miranda? So we just posted a video. Actually, our very first video. I hate that it's the circumstances, but we just posted a video of the two of us, and we wanted to do a follow-up. Whose idea was that, though?
That was my idea, actually. So everybody who wants to hear me speak, I'm speaking. So I seen you, April. Yeah, I have a voice, and we will talk about it. We will dialogue about it. And, yeah.
They thought your hat was a bonnet. I think
It's a bonnet? I don't think this is a bonnet.
I think it's beautiful, personally.
Cat! Tasha K. I've been watching this story from the beginning. No cap. I enjoy watching her, especially when I'm a little lit because she cracks me up. You know what I'm saying? But she broke this story wide open. You know what I mean? And honestly speaking, she does such a good due diligence when it come down to certain things. When she first started dropping this story, I really started paying attention. Because I know she only devote time, her resources into things that she knows is concrete. You know what I'm saying? So she broke this story wide the hell open. But here's the kicker. You know what I'm saying? While they were actually having interviews, talking about this was a situation that they already had dealt with, now there are more women that are coming forward as early as last week. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. So I'm very interested to see if the wife knew about some of these other young ladies. Now, there are women coming out of the woodworks. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about this Pamela, Lisa's, Angela's, Renee's, like all of them. You see what I'm saying? And it's sad to me because at this point, just take some accountability. Do what you used to preach to others to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to look your wife in the face, shift the bonnet, you know what I'm saying, and say, babe, listen, I've been out here slanging butts and nuts to everybody in the Atlanta region as early as last week. Tell the truth, Derrick. Golly. Now listen, Tasha K had an interview with a young lady last night. And unlike all the other ladies that has revealed themselves and their names, this lady, she holds a very influential position in her workplace. She's said to be a surgeon. So her name, her identity, her image, none of that was revealed last night. However, there are receipts that she sent to Tasha, okay? And which Tasha is going to verify, or she's already verified, and that's why she did the interview. Who knows? But when I was in the live last night, a lot of people did not buy that she was a surgeon, mainly because of the way that she was talking. Now, this lady is said to be a Jamaican, African-American woman or whatever, and a lot of people did not buy that she was a surgeon. Now, I was on that live, and there was a couple of things that were a little iffy. One of the things that was a little iffy to me is when she was saying that Derrick blocked her off of YouTube. Now, one thing I will say, I don't think that you could block a person from YouTube. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in these comments, but to my knowledge, even if you were to block someone, the only thing they could not do is comment on your page. You could not just physically block them from seeing videos. However, this young lady did say that he blocked her, and that's why she was not even aware of all the videos and things that were circulating. Because according to her, you know what I'm saying, she talked to Derrick as early as yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And he was pretty much telling her, you know, don't believe the hype, you know, yada, yada, yada. As a matter of fact, we're going to take a look. Let's take a look.
I am currently dealing with Derrick. I don't have social media. I don't follow bloggers on YouTube or anything. He reached out to me last night and said, if anyone contacts me, for me to hang up and block them. He said all of this was because of, he got into, I guess, he was supposed to do an interview with a blogger, and he declined the interview. And now this blogger is on a smear campaign. He never called out your name.
Now, last night in Tasha K Live, there was a lot of back and forth going on, especially when it came down to do with this lady's credibility. A lot of people did not feel like this lady was a surgeon, and most of the people were only biased because of the way that she was speaking in the interview. Now listen, when I'm in the workplace, I know how to conduct myself in a professional manner. When I'm at home, that's a completely different story entirely. And we got to also keep in mind that she just allegedly found out that the person that she was dealing with and got pregnant by, you know what I'm saying, was a complete fraud. Now, there was a lot of things in her story that sometimes were a little iffy, but I do not feel like that people should have a biasness towards her just by the way that she spoke. She's a black African-American woman, and I believe that she's also mixed with a little Jamaican as well. So, man, cut the lady some slack. Let's continue to listen to some more of her interview.
Like, I've never been to his house. I've never been to a pen house or anything. He has always came to my home. If you look in all of his videos that he have uploaded, my front balcony is in the back of his video.
Does it have the white arches?
It's the white arches. Yes.
Shut the fuck up. Those are recent.
That's my home. Yes, that's my home.
Another conversation that was going on inside of the comments was the fact that people were trying to figure out if she lived in Georgia or if she did not, because she speculated that she was not familiar with the area, yet she had a house in Atlanta. So that was a little bit confusing. So we couldn't tell if she was basically talking about her house out of town or if she was renting a house in Georgia. That part was a little confusing to me as well.
By the end of December, the end of November, early December, I found that I was pregnant. I told him, off top, I don't want any children.
Now, this seriously take the situation to a completely different height. Being the fact that he felt so comfortable to indulge in a sexual act with this woman, like without any protection, and bringing home all of this different type of energy to his wife. Now, that's completely bogus to me. And I mean, this is alleged, but this is quite sad. Now, I'm a black woman, and when I'm in the workplace, I will carry myself in a professional manner. You know what I'm saying? When I'm home, that's a completely different story. So I just really hope that people are not biased from the way that she talked, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, just to automatically write her off as if she could not be credible. Because let's be real here. You know what I'm saying? The person that we really should be throwing daggers at is Derrick Jaxn. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched this man tear into a lot of people, including Pastor John Gray. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing because Pastor had his moment, and he could have took it yesterday, but actually what he did is he took the high road, because I guess he probably knows how it feels to be in this situation and having to repair trust with your wife, with your family, with your viewers. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that he's gonna have to go through. But at the same time, it's amazing to me how sometimes men get so many passes, especially when they are a man of celebrity. I seen a lot of women in the comments all day last night. Oh, well, I mean, when you look at her, I can kind of see why he stepped out. No, that's the woman that he chose. And if that's the person that he chose, then he should be able to abide by the same guidelines that God wants us all to abide by when it comes down to marriage. Period. You know what I'm saying? How she looked should not have made this man make the choices that he made. Because let's be real, that's the one that he chose to marry. So even though you might not like her appearance, evidently he did, or he wouldn't have married her. Or maybe he did marry her because that he knew that she would be easy to bamboozle. I want to know in the comments. Drop it down. I want to know how y'all feel. Look, this situation is going to get a lot more live. I'm telling you, because while I was on the live with Tasha K, it was another person in her DM. talking about Derrick Jaxn. So this man has been slanging nuts everywhere. You know what I mean? Now, the big thing about the lady last night was the fact that she was pregnant, okay? Being that she is a doctor, she said she did not want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? She chose to have an abortion. Derrick was the one who did not want her to have an abortion, allegedly, from what she said. She said that he wanted her to keep the baby. He wanted her to make sure that they can talk face to face before she made the decision. You know what I'm saying? And this is where it gets a little tricky, because I really want to know if the wife knew about this, because now it's taking the infidelity into a completely different level. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now you just really didn't care. It's one thing to have women in your wife's bed, but to just feel very comfortable to sleep with other women without protection while bringing that energy to your wife is beyond disgusting as hell to me. Now listen, I want y'all to meet me in the comments because I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys think that Derrick Jaxn is a classic narcissist? You know what I mean? Or do you think that his wife truly knew about the engagements that he was involved in with these other women? Or do you think that she just actually putting on this facade to protect their brand? Because let's be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? He has made a pretty damn penny, you know what I'm saying, off the books and the seminars and the YouTube videos that he had put forth, portraying himself to be like this ultimate black man. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know, how do y'all feel? Do you really think that God played a role into saving their relationship? Or do you think they're just using that, you know what I'm saying, as a scapegoat? Let's talk about it. We grown on this channel. I want to know, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. And until next video, I'm going to catch y'all, dog. Peace.